Y'all, I think we in trouble. So hey my tater tots, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a sit down, kind of like a get ready with me style, but we are going to be discussing a really hot topic right now. I actually had something completely different planned for today, but I decided to switch it to this at the very last minute because I just felt like it was more fitting given the current events. But yeah, basically we're gonna be talking about how they trying to take our TikTok, y'all. I cannot believe this is what the world has come to. Now, at this moment, nothing has been finalized yet, but there have been a lot of proceeds in that direction of the ban going through. So we're just gonna talk about it a little bit today. As always, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you wanna see more videos from me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell so you never miss when I upload new videos. And make sure you add me on my other socials. Those will be on the screen, the intro and description. And let's get right into the video. Oh, child. I don't really have like notes or anything else that I'm going off of for this video other than my own thoughts. So please forgive me if at any point it comes off as if I'm just rambling or if I get a little, not off topic, but if I, derail a little bit, just forgive me because everything is just off the dome today. Y'all, I think we in trouble. Truthfully, I don't even really know what to say, what to expect. Like everybody else, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So unless you've been living under a rock, you know that the government has begun to finalize, I guess, some of the details surrounding this TikTok ban. They're really closing in on it and everything. It's not 100% official as of yet. However, they are getting down to the nitty-gritty of it and everything. As of now, unless it's either sold or the hearing gets extended and they pick it up at a later date or whatever, as of now it's gonna be banned on the 19th, which is actually a week from today when I'm filming this. And truthfully, y'all, oh my goodness, there's so many different thoughts and stances I have on the whole topic, but what I feel, well, who I feel for the most, if this is to go through, are the people that TikTok really makes a significant difference in their life in one way or another. Main one being more than likely financial, all the different businesses, all the different TikTokers or content creators that TikTok is their primary source or one of their primary sources. I just really feel for them because as a content creator myself, I just know, like, oh my goodness, it's already an unpredictable field to be in. Nothing is guaranteed. You don't have anything set in stone. You basically, you and your team, if you have one, you are the one guiding you through all these, down the whole path. There's no handbook to say you do this first, then this, then this. It's like everything is just almost like a free-for-all in itself. So to up and just have this whole income source or this whole platform snatched from you at the very beginning of the new year, oh my goodness. Me personally, just as a little transparency moment, I make money from TikTok. As y'all know, I'm a full-time content creator, but TikTok is actually, between all of my 3 platforms, I'm on, of course, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. TikTok is where I make the least of my money. So as it pertains to me personally, I'm not like too bent out of shape about the financial cut I'm gonna take from it. There's definitely gonna be a cut, don't get me wrong, but that part of it isn't gonna be anything significant. So I do thank God for that. And I've never put all of my eggs in one basket anyway, so of course, I'm gonna be all right either way it go. But not to just speak on me, all the other people that this is gonna impact them heavily, like, I just really feel for them. And then the fact that all of this over some BS, like the whole argument that they're trying to make is, oh, it's not safe to have China or this outside company from China have access to all these different Americans' information and da 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 da, it's safety. Like, that is BS. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's the safest. Not at all. But just in general, I'm the type of person, I just cannot stand when there is somebody that has a problem with something and for whatever reason, they can't just call whatever the problem what it is. Like, they have to, like, I don't know, like, just BS it, like, try to find another scapegoat to not really say what it is with their whole like, I cannot stand that. And that's exactly what the US is doing right now, because no, you don't have a problem with no safety. Because first of all, let's start here. If your argument really was that, oh, this is a safety problem, this is a safety problem, it's about the Americans and protecting them and all of their data and, you know, all the other things. Well then, how does Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat or any of the other American-owned social media platforms, how are they operating any safer than TikTok is? Because to my knowledge, it's been data breaches on Snapchat, American-owned, Facebook, American-owned. If there was one on Instagram, I'm not aware of it. If it was one on Twitter or X or whatever he decided to call it now, I'm not aware of that. But Facebook and Snapchat, I know for a fact, those have had multiple data breaches, or at least one apiece. So, who's really not safe here? I ain't never heard of a data breach on TikTok. I ain't never heard of people's information being exposed to outside parties or anything like that via TikTok. I haven't heard of it, or I haven't seen it. Maybe y'all know something I don't. And then I was on TikTok watching some lady's video. I don't remember who it was, but some lady was on TikTok and she was talking about the whole ban and everything, and she made a good point too, something I hadn't even thought about. If y'all whole problem was TikTok isn't safe as far as data and woo, it's so much of a danger and a threat to us as America that we have to take this to court and ban the whole platform. It's that big of a threat and it's that much of a danger. But y'all just had whole presidential campaigns y'all were running on the same platform. Both parties, and over a significant amount of time. And y'all been talking about this ban for years now. It's just actually getting to the court and stuff. So it can't be something that just happened. Again, y'all been talking about it since back then. So if y'all knew it back then and it really was that much of a threat, why would y'all still run to the very threat that was such a danger? So you mean to tell me the regular everyday people, y'all ain't safe, but it was safe enough for the president to get up there? That's what you're trying to tell me, girl? Bye. And that's what I'm saying. It just goes back to what I was saying about, like, just call it what it is. This has nothing to do with well, if it does have anything to do with data, that's a very small portion of what it is. But just call out what your real issue is. Number one, it's a greed issue. Y'all can't profit from TikTok because you don't have any cut in TikTok. TikTok is owned by a company in China, meaning all the TikTok revenue is being forwarded to China. That's who owns it. Common sense. But America, now that they see how much of a huge platform it's become and how lucrative it is, never mind the fact that America as a country owns every other major social media platform. We'll get into that in a second. But y'all just cannot stand to see anybody have their hand in anything lucrative and y'all not get a piece of it. It's just greed. It's literally just boils down to greed. And it's just ridiculous. Like, so many of them folks that this pertains to, like, y'all need deliverance, literally. Like, that spirit of greed is literally, it got y'all by the, I don't even know what part of your body or your spirit it has you by, but it got you and it got you good. And secondly, right behind the greed, well, truthfully, I don't know which one needs to be in front of which. It boils down to greed and it boils down to control. As of now, TikTok is about the only major social media platform where there's pretty much zero censorship. And even the restrictive guidelines they have in place, it more so boils down to how you say things as opposed to what you say. But what you speak on, there's pretty much no limits. Like, everything, any and everything goes on TikTok, and not in a bad way. As we know and as we've seen in previous events, truthfully, the US only likes to pull that freedom of speech card when it's convenient for them. Basically, you can say whatever you want to say as long as you don't say what we don't want you to say, basically. Because you, the US, have no cut, have no portion, have no nothing in TikTok, that means you have no control over TikTok. You have no control over the information that is spread on TikTok. You have no control over what people have access to or what people are able to learn or whatever else the case is from TikTok. Yeah, you can censor on YouTube, you can censor on Instagram, you can censor on Facebook, all the other social platforms that are American owned. And that's why y'all not worried about them. What y'all are worried about though is what you have no control over. And I know I'm not speaking just for myself when I say the number of things that I've learned, both big and small, from TikTok alone. I'm not saying that I've never gotten anything out of YouTube or any other platform that's based out of America, but again, it's not even about that. It's not about other platforms not being helpful or resourceful. Like I said, it's about what is being learned and what is being taught. I'm gonna speak for just myself on the next part, but there has never been an app other than TikTok where I have been able to get on there and learn about things that I should have been taught in school. And that's speaking on numerous subjects. A lot of different things I learned that, truth be told, were never supposed to be taught to the masses. And again, China ain't worried about it, so China ain't got no reason to stop it. But the US, on the other hand, they don't like that not one bit. And truthfully, I could go on and on about that topic alone, but I'm gonna leave it there for the sake of this video. But like I said, it just boils down to that greed and that control. Like I said, I'm really trying to stick to the main points and summarize, because I really could sit here and make a 5-hour-long video about all my different thoughts and opinions on the whole matter. And not even just as it pertains to the TikTok ban, but just different things that are related to this. Hold on, I gotta blend and set this, keep my under eye from creasing. But yeah, back to what this means for the creators. I can't speak for everyone, but for me, as far as if the ban does go through, business as usual. I guess we'll just, for at least until further notice, we'll be on here. Of course, you can still keep up with me here on YouTube, and I will still be on Instagram posting content on there. So if you don't already have me on Instagram, of course I will make all of those available on the screen, the description, the intro, and the same way I do whenever anything changes. Of course, this change is much bigger, but small change, big change, you learn how to pivot. If you want to make things last, you want to survive, whatever it is, you're gonna have to learn how to pivot. Things are gonna change. I still think it's some BS, but hollering and screaming and crying that it's BS all day is not gonna save the platform. So it can be BS, but we still gotta come up with a plan. And truth be told, if you're seeing this before the 19th, or if in fact the ban doesn't go through, make sure you still follow me on my TikTok. Of course, I will have that linked and included with all of my other socials. But truthfully, all of my thoughts, all of my prayers are with all of the creators, all of the businesses, everybody that this is making a very significant financial difference for. Even as just consumers of TikTok, this is gonna be a major shift for us, because if this ban does go through, we are gonna be stripped of so many things that we have built on that platform over the years. And truthfully, no other app can replace it. We may have a new platform in the future that we come to like, we come to enjoy, but truthfully, nothing will ever compare to TikTok. And then just in general, every social media app has like its own little vibe to it. Facebook is more so like, well, truth be told, what I found out is Facebook kind of depends on where you live, because in Chicago, Facebook is one thing, but in the general sense, to everybody else, Facebook is kind of like people you know, and like just like a community of that. It's community, but it's not community like how TikTok is. Instagram is basically just for content creators at this point. Like, people don't really post on Instagram anymore unless they are a business or a content creator. And the regular everyday person kind of just like maybe post a picture here or there. Snapchat is just about on its last leg. I see some influencers and stuff posting on Snapchat there, and then you do have some regular everyday people that still post on their Snapchat story, but like I said, it's on its last leg. Twitter is just kind of like just there, truthfully. It's like enough people are still on there to the point where it's not on its last leg or anything, but I feel like everybody that regularly uses Twitter still uses it for YouTube. Is literally YouTube, I wouldn't even count that as social media. Like YouTube is literally just for creators. Like regular everyday people don't get on YouTube and post or get on YouTube and interact with each other. Like I wouldn't even count that. And then yeah, that leaves TikTok. And TikTok is like everything in one, and it's just so good. Like it has that community that no other app has. You can get on there and laugh, joke around, learn a new Black history fact that they ain't never taught you in school, learn how to budget your money or navigate adulting that they didn't teach you in school. We could talk about real life current events on there, whether good or bad, different things that's going on in the world, whether good or bad. We can spread information and spread it rapidly. We've watched some regular everyday people become superstars in their own regard. Like it's just, oh my goodness, I cannot believe this is happening. And I pray to God that it doesn't go through. Like we still got time. It ain't over yet. It ain't over till it's over. But oh my goodness, like just thinking about if it does go forward, it's really gonna be the end of an era. Like wow. But yeah, y'all, I don't know what's to come. Praying to God for the best outcome possible. As I said before, my heart, my thoughts, my prayers are with everyone, especially those impacted most. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Those are my thoughts. Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I want to hear everybody's feedback. As stated before, I'm still going to be present on all socials, TikTok as well, if you know things go differently than what we're currently thinking. Once again, all of those socials will be back on the screen, the intro and description. Definitely make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see more videos from me. Thank you guys once again for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next one.